cameras. They are everywhere. You may even have them all around your household. Baby monitors, smart fridges, security cameras, and most of all, webcams and cell phone cameras. Now, let us get into one of the biggest debates. Does the government spy on you through your webcam? Well, after doing my research, here's what I found. It's actually much simpler than what you think. The FBI has a technology available to spy on you through your webcams, and they have had it for the past 10 years. Now, although the technology is there, they claim they don't use it unless deemed necessary. Now, what do they mean by deemed necessary? Well, if you're a proper US citizen, follows the law, and pays your taxes, chances of the FBI meddling in your business are pretty much non-existent. So keep the FBI away from your webcams and pay your taxes. This technology is only ever used in cases such as terrorism. Back in December of 2012, when the FBI was in search of Mel, a person who threatened to put bombs in universities and airports all over the US, the FBI suggested to send software surveillance into Mel's computer. Although this action was approved by a magistrate in Denver, it was denied by a magistrate in Houston because it was a complete violation of the Fourth Amendment. If you don't already know, the Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures, and it also requires any search warrant to be judicially sanctioned and supported by a probable cause. So if the government were to tap into your webcam, that will be a complete violation of privacy as well as a violation of this right. Long story short, the answer is yes, the government can spy on you through your webcam, but no, they won't do it unless they really have to. So, as much as Twitter and everyone else likes to make fun of this idea that an FBI agent sits around all day spying on you through your webcam, that would be a complete invasion of privacy. So now, getting that covered, if the government does not spy on you, then why does Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook CEO, cover his webcam? Well, former FBI Director James Comey suggests that everyone cover theirs.
You still have a piece of tape over your cameras at home.
Heck yeah.
This is just to make everyone take responsibility for their own security and safety. Cassidy Wolf, Miss Teen USA 2013, was spied on by 19-year-old computer science student from Temecula, California, Jared James Abrahams. This student admitted to having over 30 to 40 computers to which he had access to. And according to a security report, he had previously had access to over 150 computers. The Today Show made an experiment with the New Jersey family where they asked security expert Jim Sickley to tap into the family's webcam, with the dad's permission of course, and attempt to spy on them during dinner. All Jim did was send them an e-card with a Trojan attached to it. Once the e-card was open, it gave Jim full access to the webcam, even when the computer is on sleep mode. This is why it's always safer for you to keep your webcam covered and stay away from emails and links that look suspicious and that you don't know what they might be. I know we can never know what websites are being tampered with, but according to Todd Beardsley, research director at Rapid7, says bugs that are placed by hackers often appear in Flash and Java, and at this point, they might even be in HTML5. Now, I'm not saying covering your webcam with a piece of tape will solve all of the world's problems. Covering your webcam with tape is used merely for one's peace of mind. There is another aspect for this invasion of privacy. Our computers, cell phones, and even personal assistants such as the Amazon Alexa or Google Home come equipped with microphones. So who's to say hackers aren't tapping with them as well? Microphones are different. Even when you put a piece of tape over them, you can still hear it clearly. To prove this, I came up with a little experiment. I first grabbed my Google Home Mini and I asked it a simple question. What day is it today? I was only at 1 foot distance and the microphone did not have a tape over it. Check this out. Hey Google, what is today's date?
It is Saturday, the 12th of May 2018.
Then, at the same distance, I put a piece of tape over the microphone and I asked it the same question. And this is what happened. Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Saturday, the 12th of May 2018.
So I wanted to bring things up a notch. So I stepped away about 10 feet. The microphone still had a piece of tape over it. And this is what happened. Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Saturday, the 12th of May 2018.
So at this point, I've tried it 1 foot and 10 feet. What happens if I move even further? Let's say 20 feet. Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Saturday, the 12th of May 2018.
So my Google clearly responded to me at 1 foot distance, 10 feet distance, 20 feet distance, even when it had a piece of tape over it. Let's try 30 feet. Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Saturday, the 12th of May 2018.
Okay, so maybe Google Homes are programmed to respond to you at 100 or whatever feet distance. How about if I try to make a phone call?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly, like if we were talking on the phone?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I have a piece of tape over my microphone, and that goes to show that even when you cover your microphone with a piece of tape, you can still hear people. After conducting these experiments, it goes to show that no matter what distance you are from your phone or your microphone, whether it has a piece of tape over it or not, the chances if someone hacks into it and taps with it, of them listening in on your conversations are pretty much really high. First, I grabbed my Google Home Mini and I asked it a simple question. Hey Google, what's today's date? I was only...
Saturday, the 12th of May 2018.
Did you guys hear that? That I'm literally in a different room. What? There are some spy apps that can activate your phone and record you. One of these examples is Spy Genie, a spyware app that works with iOS, Android, and even BlackBerry. This app can activate your microphone, track your location, and even capture messages. According to Panda Security, it is said that the app had over 100,000 satisfied customers. Just let that sink in. But don't worry, the CEO has been arrested for selling this app. Okay, so after everything I've said, let's do a little recap. So, the government claims to stay away from your privacy as long as you're a good person. Okay. You cover your webcam with tape. Good. You stay away from suspicious looking links and emails. Cautious. Okay. So, doing this, you're all set and ready to go. Well, before we go, let me bring in one more point. Edward Snowden. So, who is Edward Snowden? Edward Snowden is a former NSA subcontractor who made headlines in 2013 when he leaked top secret information about NSA surveillance activities. Which basically means he is who we have to thank for making us aware about what our government is doing. With Snowden's revelations, we discovered that the NSA intercepts calls made in the Bahamas and in Afghanistan. They were also accused of collecting over 200 million text messages a day worldwide. Not to mention, they were also accused of spying on foreign countries and its world leaders. But hey, as long as you keep that piece of tape over your webcam, you should be safe, right?